Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org. Come to you Thursday afternoon, August 29th. Looking at window traders' market profile, the ES and NQ. They keep you on your toes, I can tell you that. Tremendous ranges, no volume again. Very big moves, one way then the other. Balance will do that to you as the market continues to search for market-generated information. Let's start with RTY first. RTY is now, as you can see, in a 5-day balance. Okay? They're in a 5-day balance. They held the trend day from Friday, yesterday. They go out with just an 8-wide pocket and that's it. They did fill their gap from the other day. NQ goes out with a trend day down. Now, and this is the beauty of our trading room, of how we talk these things out and the nuances. We kept saying early in the day, even though ES had gone trend and actually tried to go triple distribution at one point, NQ never attempted to go trend up. Never. That was one nuance. Second nuance, when F and G both got up here, they literally, it was like Mike Tyson punching the buyers in the face both times as they just absolutely went ripped right down. That was nuance number 2. So there was something they could not, they did put the daily back in balance. So right now they're in a 4-day balance. I'm using yesterday's low as the low of it, Monday's high as the top of it. So 4-day balance. Now, another nuance to keep in mind now going forward, they had raised POC. They were a perfect 10 for 10 when this real downdraft started. You couldn't lower it. I've seen that game played before, and where they were happy to do business because they couldn't lower it, we ended up going back there. And in a lot of cases, sooner rather than later. So we'll have to keep an eye on for that. The one thing they have going for them that they held, the bears, is the trend day down. ES, what's been played before affects what happens next. And that went for up here too. C, D, F, G. They just kept shortening it when the market got long. ES is in a, what is it, 9? I believe 9-day balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I told you the overnight low last night does not take out the balance low or the weekly low. But what's been played before affects what happens next. What was played before? Monday stretched the balance high on the daily. Today got close to Monday's high, and what happened? Failed. It failed at the balance high and roll over. Now, I would absolutely be lying to you and my room if, when it failed up there, when E and Q failed up here, to say that I thought the market would go and take out the IB lows. I did not. In fact, earlier in the day, we were talking when the market was up here before we started coming in, and I said the odds of taking out, I think both sides of the IB are very, very slim, like 5%. However, when we were looking for the afternoon pullback, and by the way, I had a really good day today. But when we were looking for the afternoon pullback, when you want to pull back, and at one point, ES was holding those signals pretty good until they gave them up in J period. An afternoon pullback generally signifies the market pulls back, shakes out weak longs, but doesn't spend any time and goes back up to at least the POC. So when H, I, J were continually going down, that's what we brought up in the room. This is not an ordinary afternoon pullback. And that's worrisome. I still thought, though, at the time, they had a decent chance to go back to POC. Obviously, that didn't happen. But I stayed away. I longed, and we'll go over them. But I longed NQ and H, I, and J, and I made money on all of them. Wasn't staying married to them. I took them where I thought were visual points to go back to park. But after J period, I said, I'm done. Something's changing here. So I didn't benefit a lot on that shortened J. I did do well on a K. I did 2 or 3 shorts in K period, and then that was it. So that was my afternoon trades, actually. But we knew something had changed because that pullback, again, 1, maybe 2 time frames. But when you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, something's changing. And again, like I tell my room, there is no shame, there's no harm, there's no embarrassment to say I'm neutral because I'm not sure what the market's trying to do. If anybody tries to tell you, know what the market's doing, every time frame, every day, every week, they're lying. Okay? And they're lying to themselves as well as to the traders in their room. So being neutral keeps you out of trouble. Plain and simple. So even with these huge moves, we're still in balance in ES. We're back to balance in NQ. Do we have to worry about going to the bottom of balance because we failed at the top of the balance? Well, what would make me think there's decent odds of going back to the bottom of the balance, which, by the way, we visited yesterday, is if we take out today's low. We take out today's low, good chance we're going to finally go, not finally, we're going to go test bottom low again. And the danger in that is you can put the daily down and the weekly back to balance. The weekly's still up in ES. However, if we take out today's high, you're testing the balance high again. Just because the market closed the way it did does not necessitate that we're going to open lower tomorrow. You have to realize that. Okay? Please realize that. We do have PC tomorrow morning. So, I gave you the afternoon trades. My morning trades were all on the long side. I did do one trade. Yes, I made a mistake and said I did all my trading in ES when I meant to say NQ. All my trading today was in NQ except one I took in ES. So in A period, I talk about getting my favorite trades and my staple trades, which has been the overnight high. So we opened, pushed low a little bit, got back above the opening, got long to get the overnight high. That's one trade I like. The other one I talk about is to get either A's high or low. Well, the tempo, the volume, they had the overnight high, they had indices in their favor, and they had value. So I long B on the turnover and got that trade. Okay? So those 2 of my favorite trades. And then I did it again in C period. Finally popped the top. D period, I took a long in ES. Because I thought they had a decent chance of taking out Monday's high. So I took a long against the 144, and we were holding single prints at that time. Only made 2 or 3 points on it. And that was that. I did okay on that. And then, like I said, and then I gave the ones I did in the afternoon. Now, another reason that I didn't think the odds were good to do what we did in the afternoon is because NQ was at 1.3% at one time. We were at 1%. So the bulls had to give up a tremendous amount for this to happen. But again, it's only odds. Nothing is 100%. Nothing. So even though I said it's only 5% chance that we take out today's low when we were up here, guess what? We took it out. Now again, that's not a stat. That's just something I use based on a lot of the MGI I'm seeing early in the day. Okay? I know we fell at the balance high, but that doesn't mean because we fell at the balance high that I thought we were going to go take out the day's low. I didn't. So, anyway, it was a good day. I'm not going to go over destinations because I put these in bigger increments, and this is a little longer because we did a little digging into what transpired today. So here's your charts. Tomorrow night I will recap all of these indices charts as we head into a new month next month. The monthly still is very nice looking. It's still balanced, and the odds of an outside month up went down a lot after this pullback today. right? If we had closed near the highs, you'd say, hey, maybe we have a chance. But odds of an outside month up went down, I think, today. But the monthly is balanced, and it's a nice looking candle. The weekly is up. We still have not stopped one time framing up on a weekly in the S. So it's up. And the daily continues to be in this balance with horrific volume. Nice ranges, but a horrific volume. So anyway, I hope you guys and gals had a good day trading. I think the experience we bring to this trading room on days like we've had is immeasurable. I mean, it's priceless. So come check us out at camelbacktrading.org. Again, many price points you could choose. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.